Hey, what's happening, guys? So, where have I been? I've not been anywhere. Unfortunately, this video was actually filmed quite a few weeks ago, and sadly that footage has been lost now. So what I'm having to do is actually backtrack. I've actually filmed another pickups video already, and I'd planned to put this out. I usually do pickups for a Friday, and there's been one or two times I've done it for a Saturday or like maybe a Sunday. And basically, long story short, the reason why is because I've got a brand new phone, and everything transferred over apart from the footage for this video. I say apart from this, I mean there was other stuff as well, but this was one of the main things. So I had it basically ready and raring to go to edit and all that sort of stuff, and it just wasn't there. So what I didn't want to do was actually whack it on the end of another pickups, because it looked really out of place, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, so basically I'm just going through refilming it again and just kind of rehashing. Obviously the reactions and stuff won't be the same, because like for example one of them is a CEX parcel. I've had it on my shelf, played it, all that sort of stuff, so I won't have the initial instance of opening it. But anyway, so we'll get on with it basically. What have we got? I was just mentally deciding which one to do first. So in actual fact, about 2-3 weeks ago, something like that, my wife went to like a tabletop sale, and she rang me and says, "Oh, by the way, there's some games here. Do you want any of them?" I'm like, "Oh, you know, what is there?" And she mentioned all these games to me, and then I said, "Oh yeah, how much is that?" And she's all, well, they're actually 3 for £1, so why don't you just get 3? Because I only wanted one of them. The one I wanted was this, and I was like, yeah, I want that. I don't have that. All complete, all that sort of stuff. But then she said, well, it's 3 for £1, and the ones that were there, the only one I didn't get was UFC Champion. I played it. I don't like it. You know, there's some people like it. I don't like it. I don't have these games. They're not amazing or anything like that, I just don't have them. I've played Ghosts, I think literally once before, when it was actually on the PS4 around a friend's house. Thought it was alright. Apparently it's one of the worst ones, but I don't know about the campaign that's online. Black Ops 2, I used to have that, it's alright, but what I plan to do with these anyway is go through the campaigns when I get out my PS3 eventually. I say eventually, it's because what I've mentioned before is I want to go through console by console and playing through all of the library of what I have. That's partially why I don't buy like everything and anything I see anymore. What I used to do, I'm a lot more selective with what I buy and the reasoning behind it. But yeah. The other day though, however, I did buy this from CEX. I used to have this when I first ever had a PS3. It was 99p. So I was like, yeah, Army of Two, it's an alright game. Not bad, and not bad for £1, basically. Especially from CEX. I mean, the reason why I say it is because they're always absolutely battered, and the discs are just like, somebody's used sandpaper to clean them. But yeah, and then she also managed to get this from that person as well, with the 3 games. Should have done it in that order actually. But yeah, £1.50 in total for all these 3, and Metroid Prime Hunters demo. I've got the actual game, but I don't have the demo. I was like, yeah, that's cool. So that'll go nicely on the shelf. Now then, what we've got? We have got this bad boy. This was from a car boot, and I went about 2 weeks ago to go and get it, and it cost me how much? Well, there's a funny story with it in actual fact. So basically, when I went around the car boot, probably about 4 or 5 months ago, something like that, there was a lady that was selling bits and pieces, like a massive rug on the floor, and she had that there, and I says, oh, how much for this? She goes, oh, there's a piece missing. I was like, okay, how much is it? And she said £10. I was like, bleh. Apparently the bit that's missing though, because it's sort of, you know, what bit's missing, if there's a bit missing, and like, would you accept any less? Because mainly what I wanted it for, in all honesty, was like for display. And she says, well, it doesn't affect use. It's a bit like when you play Monopoly and you have like a community, you land on the community square. Is it called community chest, something like that? Or chance. It's not going to affect the use. And she kind of explained, she goes, oh, I've read all the rules and everything, and this is what it means. I was like, okay, because it doesn't affect the use. I was like, okay, left it. I've seen it twice more since that point. And I went there, it was actually quite late in the day, to be fair. We went to go and pick something up from the little village that's next to where the car boot is. And my little boy, we were there it was only about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't even early. We didn't actually plan to go. And he came and says, oh, Dad, it's £3. And I was like, oh, he's misheard her or whatever, because I recognised the woman. And I says, oh, sorry, like, you know, looking at it, how much is this? And she goes, oh, it's £3. I was like, she says, there's a bit missing. Said the same thing. I don't know how she managed to get down to £3 though, but yeah, £3. So that was the only purchase of that day though that I got. But still a very good purchase. The next things that I have are this right here is from a tuber. I'll put his link below, Mr. Tapman. The reason why there's that is because there is a cartridge inside, the Super Nintendo cartridge. He sent me the tin because he says, oh, you know, do you have the game and everything else? It's like, yeah. He actually offered it to me for free because of how battered and everything. He was like, oh, it's got dents. I was like, that's fine by me. And honestly, I'm really happy with it. Like, I think it gives it character. Obviously, like, yeah, I'd like it with no dents. Yeah, I'd like it, you know, with no scratches and stuff. But it's free, you know, and I might upgrade it, I might not. You know, it looks really nice. I never planned on getting this tin or anything in the past. And if somebody's offering something for free and is, you know, very kindly offering that for free, then yeah, you know, I accepted. I offered him postage. He declined. You know, it's like, no, that's fine. Like, okay. So yeah, he buys absolutely amazing stuff despite his name. His name apparently is like that because he buys tat. He doesn't buy tat. Go and check him out, and obviously his past videos, you'll see in the background of what he buys. It's not tat. So yes, thank you very much for that. We also have from that same individual, Poppin' Twinbee. Now, I had the cartridge already, as you see in one of my like earlier CEX pickups videos. But he had the case, and he says, oh, you know, do you need a case or anything? I've only got Poppin' Twinbee. And I was like, I need Poppin' Twinbee. Like, yeah, please. I mean, it's not in perfect condition, but again, for free. Somebody very kindly offering it to you for free. He sent it to me. It's probably about, I don't know, about 6 or 7 out of 10. Like, the front cover's amazing. It's just like got a few creases and stuff here and there. But honestly, for free, I'm really happy with that. Just need to get a manual and the inlay to complete it now. But I've already put it in there. It's already gone on my shelf and all that sort of stuff. This next one is from CEX, and I already had it cartridge only, and the cartridge was not in good condition. It was from Cash Converters that I got probably about a year-ish ago. And basically I was deliberating with my last vouchers that I had from CEX. I had like £49.82 or something like that, and I was deliberating whether to get a few different games that aren't really like worth anything in terms of like buying them. I don't mean like value. I mean like, okay, a Mega Drive game that I've already got that's £15. I can complete itself, my cartridge. Oh yeah, there's a Wii game there that I want to get, you know, finally bite the bullet and buy it, and everything else is on my wish list. And I thought, actually, I want to venture into getting some nice Super Nintendo games boxed. So, and that's one of my aims as well. I've been slowly going through getting boxed versions of things. And this wasn't mint. It wasn't listed as mint or anything like that. And I took a chance on it. There's a few in stock, and I thought, oh, you know, it's going to come, it's going to be battered, I'm going to take it back. Let's have a go. It cost me £50 and £2 postage on top of that. And this is what it was. This is from CEX, and it is honestly pretty much pristine. So I was astounded, especially because when it arrived, what did CEX package it in? They packaged it in a sodding flat pack envelope. I couldn't believe it. On one side, it started to get a crease, but I cannot believe that it arrived in the condition that it is in. Honestly, I can't. And I was so chuffed, whatever you want to say. I was so chuffed to get a game in this condition for £50. Honestly, my reaction was just like, oh my god, why have they sent it like this? And then I opened it and I was like, I thought it was fake to begin with. It's not fake. So there is that. Let's cover that up. Now then, this last thing right here is from my main man, Eddie. Roller Core or Roller X Core, whatever you want to say. Officially, it's Roller X Core, his YouTube channel. Again, I'll drop a link below. He had a conversation with me about a bag, that type of bag with a picture on it, and says, "Oh, I'll send it to you and everything else to give me an idea because I saw your room." And I was like, "Okay, what do you want for it?" "I don't want anything for it. Don't be stupid." "Okay, I'll pay postage." "No, I don't pay postage. It's fine." Then he says, "Well, what I'll do is I'll get a couple of other bits for you together." I was like, "Okay, if you want to do that, but I'll pay you. Obviously, don't send me anything expensive. Like, or tell me what it is first, and then I'll, we'll work out a deal." He's like, "Yeah, whatever." Didn't do that. He sent it to me, and I actually laughed. It's really sad because I actually laughed when I read this out on my original video, and my reaction and everything was there. He sent me a box, and he sent me a couple of things that I didn't know he was sending to me. So it says, "For one Bruce fan to another, I hope you enjoy these games. Sorry I couldn't source anything cooler. So I have some random sweets for you and your lad instead." So basically, obviously my little boy. We're on FaceTime one night and we're talking about, amongst other things, Bruce Campbell came up, and he knows I like Splatterhouse as well. And then he's also put Hail to the Chin. So there's Bruce Campbell caricature there, and it's from, again, right at the bottom, Roller X Core. So this is what he sent. This was the original thing that we were discussing. It's a very, very, very nice bag. Very nice. I'm really happy with that. But also, it's double-sided. That one's double-sided, but it's the same thing on both sides. And Eddie, I'm very sorry, mate, because I thought I had a frame for it. Didn't. Sourced the frame. It's too small. So I'm going to have to go. I think that one was from the range originally. I'm going to have to get another frame now. The one I got was A4 size. So yes, this will be framed and it will be going up next to there. Now then. Fold that very nicely. Now then. What you also sent me, the sweets he's talking about are these. It's a really cool little like gummy sweets, and yes, my little boy has had one already. So, but not before bed. Yowza, not before bed. The reason why he also brought up about Bruce Campbell is because Bruce Campbell does a voiceover or narrates it or something in this particular game. And again, he sent me this for free. He sent me all this stuff for free. Which was really, really kind of him. So, Broken Helix, Konami game on the PS1. He even apologised because on the back it's not in English. Like, Eddie, man, come on. I've not played it as of yet, because I'm currently playing through... What am I playing through on the PS1? I can't remember because it's not up there, it's in my front room at the minute. I should have looked at that. But after that, it will be Broken Helix that I play. And another game that we were in conversation about was Guilty Gear on the Wii. And again, sent it me for free. Not even pay postage. Felt really guilty because I had this come and I had Mr. Tapman's stuff come as well. And I was just like, just feel like I'm stealing off everybody. But again, I mean, that's part of the community. Everybody's, you know, generally gets on really, really well with each other. You know, if you get on well with somebody a bit more than somebody else, then I've seen no end of videos where people have said, oh, you know, so-and-so sent this for free, I've made a good deal with this person, I've sent them, you know, something like Wii Sports Resort on the Wii, and they've sent me like Super Metroid Big Box on the Super Nintendo, and it's like, what? And it's just a really nice community, you know, in that particular respect. I'm preaching to the choir if you're watching this, because it's pretty much everybody within that community that watches these types of videos. But yeah, all this for free from Eddie. So Eddie, mate, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And you're probably thinking that I've just like completely forgotten about you because I haven't said anything at all in any of my videos, and that's because I did record this video and then it went missing. But anyway, so there we go. I was just looking if there's anything else. There was nothing else. Pretty good. I say pretty good week. I mean, this obviously was weeks ago. So yes, thank you so much for the people that sent me stuff. And again, thank you for watching.